Hey everyone! I hope you had a good day today. Sorry for the late stream tonight, but I want everyone to start trying to stream again if possible. Either way, welcome back to another stream. Shall we begin now? Let's get these real quick. Might as well. I want these. These look interesting actually. But anyways, wanna see me gamble? Okay. Confine. Her. Alright, let's begin anyways. Oh. Blah.
Let me be there for everyone. As we head.
Nice pick. You won't regret choosing Alto's service.
May as well.
Leave it to me.
Target confirmed. Exterminate. It's time. Stay calm.
Leave it to me. Swift and resolute.
Glad that's over with. Get back with the main mission, shall we?
Greetings, Rover. What can I help you with today?
Hey, friend Shinji. I have a question about the Sentinel.
I regret to inform you that Madam Magistrate is not in the City Hall. She has left for Mount Firmament. In fact, we have not heard back from her for days.
So you don't know what she is up to?
Unfortunately, no. Please keep this confidential. The situation in Jinzhou is still unstable after our battle with the Threnodian. We must limit discussion of the Magistrate's whereabouts to a select few.
What's going on?
When we captured Scar, he claimed that the Praxidus had imprisoned our Sentinel. It was around the same time that Madam Magistrate lost track of Sentinel Jue. If our Sentinel is truly in danger, or if someone with malicious intent obtains this information, the potential consequences could be as catastrophic as the previous Threnodian invasion. In order to investigate the Sentinel's whereabouts, Madam Magistrate has left for Mount Firmament, its last recorded location.
Did Shinji bring anyone with her? Bodyguards? Can you get in touch with them?
Madam Magistrate traveled to Mount Firmament alone. The looming threat of the Threnodian discouraged any additional diversion of human resources. Furthermore, when it comes to the Sentinel, force is not a viable solution.
Shinji might be in trouble, and I want to help.
Madam Magistrate trusts you. It is beyond my authorization to meddle in your decisions. However, the landscape around Mount Firmament is complex. One must be accompanied by a special wayfinder to navigate safely. That's all I know.
Where can I find this wayfinder then?
Currently, she's likely at the ferry terminal in Whining Ix's Mire. I'll reach out to her. To learn more about Mount Firmament, you can meet her at the ferry. I lack the same level of understanding of the situation there as she does. I trust Madam Magistrate's decisions. I will do my utmost to handle the public matters on her behalf while she is away. This worry about her safety won't leave me. In her last video message, I could tell she seemed weaker than usual, despite her efforts to maintain composure. Madam Magistrate's situation might not be optimistic. Rover, Mount Firmament is a dangerous place. Please take care. I've sent the coordinates to your terminal. Thank you for your kind help. I pray you will both return safely.
Happy, are you there?
I'm listening. Hey, did you notice how the mountain has a strangely pleasant smell? It doesn't look edible, though.
I'm certainly unsure whether I can count on you.
Well, of course I'm reliable. Even if I do happen to fall asleep and can't hear you. And don't worry, if there's any danger coming your way, I'll wake up like clockwork. Just like last time. Well, unless there's nothing that can even remotely challenge you. In that case, I probably won't wake up.
Oh, hey darling, how have you been?
Let's head to the ferry. Mount Firmament. Our wayfinder should have plenty of information to share.
Oh, quite a wild ways away. At least I got resonance speaking over here. Thank goodness I don't have to travel all the way over there. What's that? Oh, right. The
Leave it to me. One with the sound.
Are you trapped here by the rain?
No, I'm waiting for someone.
I happen to be waiting for someone too.
Are you the Wayfinder?
I am Chun-Li, your wayfinder. Don't worry, the rain won't last much longer. Our destination lies just beyond it. Rover, what do you know about Mount Firmament?
It's the place where Jinzhou was founded. I feel like I keep messing that up. Jeez.
There is a certain folk tale. Have you heard of it? While hiking in the mountains, a woodcutter came upon two people playing Weiqi and became enthralled with their game. Upon his return home, he found a world transformed. Everything was different, as if in a new reality. That mountain was a secret realm where time worked differently. The woodcutter only spent half a day inside, but outside, a century had passed. Mount Firmament is such a place. But unlike this folktale, there is a price to pay for entering and exiting its grounds. If I spend a full day in the mountains, 10 days will be taken off my lifespan upon my leaving, reflecting the actual time that is passed outside. Not to mention, the situation on Mount Firmament right now is probably even more complex than before.
What happened?
The strange time patterns of Mount Firmament are tied to the Sentinel's temporal mandate. Time ebbs and flows at its will. If the Fraxidus really has imprisoned our Sentinel, causing it to lose control of its powers, that could explain the temporal disruptions. Which means Mount Firmament is basically a dead end, with no way out.
And you're heading straight into that dead end.
Lifespan is not the top of my concerns. If you've decided to venture there, I'll join you as your wayfinder. Jin Shi has stayed on Mount Firmament for too long.
Sanhua says she might be in danger.
She doesn't miss a thing, does she? Before Jinshi left for Mount Firmament, scales began appearing on her body, and her resonance ability was weakening.
Those signs pointed to a dire situation for the Sentinel as well. That's why I must lead you there. You might have the key to solving our dilemma.
What do you mean?
You're here because I invited you. Sanhua was instructed to disclose my whereabouts if you ever went to City Hall and asked about Jin Shi.
How did you know I'll go to City Hall?
It's no surprise that you went to City Hall for answers, considering your memory loss and Jin Shi's prolonged absence. I need to tell you the truth, because you've been the top priority. No, the sole concern of our enemy, the Fraxidus. That overseer tried everything to sway you and make you join their side before our battle with the reviving Threnodian. It's a clear sign that your involvement could disrupt their plans, especially at Mount Firmament.
It seems like everyone's interested in me.
Records at the Grand Library tell a tale of someone who dared to enter Mount Firmament after the Sentinel's descent, and they emerged unscathed, as if time had no hold on them. They were also said to have stood alongside the Sentinel. And here before me stands someone who bears an uncanny resemblance to that very individual.
You think that person is me?
Is it you? If not you, who else could it be? It took me some effort to finally reach this conclusion. Rover, the journey ahead is filled with danger at every turn. Once we venture into the mountains, there's no turning back. Are you sure you still want to join me?
Yes, the strange time pattern can't hurt me.
As your wayfinder, I'll lead you to your destination. What you do after that is entirely up to you. The rain is subsiding, and the sky will soon clear. It's time for us to head out.
New area time? be here.
We're at the base of Mount Firmament, but we won't enter the temporal barrier until we cross the luminous shore. Shall we proceed? The storm is coming. Some people must be itching to pounce. The bridge has broken.
What's this?
Judging by its design and intricate details, it must be a creation of the court of Savante. This is what they call a chronosorter.
What is that?
It mimics the Sentinel's temporal mandate, able to reverse small-scale events and restore objects to their previous state. My master once told me about the court of Savante and their fearless quest to unravel the mysteries of Mount Firmament, risking all in their pursuit of understanding its strange flow of time. Their dedication bore fruit in the form of fascinating inventions, such as this chronosorter. But it doesn't add up.
What's wrong?
Why hasn't this brilliant invention spread beyond Mount Firmament? This chronosorter was built beyond the temporal barrier, so its creator must have already paid the price for leaving. But even if they died, there are countless other CSC members who could replicate it. How did such advanced technology become lost? Or do these chronosorters stop functioning once they are removed from Mount Firmament?
What should we do now?
This chronosorter, weathered though it may appear, bears no signs of neglect. Someone has tended to it diligently. Let's give it a try.
Use the chronosorter to alter the flow of time in a small area. Change the state of certain items within that space. Move the timeline to the right to fast forward time in its effective range. Move the timeline left to rewind time in its effective range. After finishing your adjustments, the objects affected by the chronosorter will remain the state thereafter, after the most recent timeline adjustment. This ventures are scattered across Mount Firmament and can be collected using basic attack or ranged attack. Someone has a keen interest in them. Gather wind chimers to exchange for valuable resources with her.
Weren't they concerned about losing lifespan?
For those fanatics, nothing mattered more than the truth. To live every moment with overwhelming passion. How many can claim such a tenacious drive and unshakable determination? Rover, it's the Fraxidus.
Wonderful sound.
Target confirmed. It's time. Saw that coming. Exterminate. All is fair in war.
Leave it to me.
You will obey.
Keep it together.
Pointless.
The Fraxidus. It's them again.
They've set traps all around the luminous shore. They must have anticipated your arrival.
It's like important.
The entrance is sealed.
It's the photon barrier, another invention from the court of Savante. Specific steps must be followed to undo the barrier. Rover, I'll guide you.
Photon vaults usually appear in sets and emit a golden energy path connected to the photon barrier. Both range attacks and melee attacks can deactivate photon vaults. Disabling all photon vaults in a set will deactivate the photon barrier. Once the photon barrier is down, the stationary enemies inside will become active again.
Use long-range weapons on the photon vaults to cut off its energy.
Terminate.
I need to switch out because I...
Understood. I am here to serve your will. Huh? Let's reach farther destination.
I should try to smile more, you say? Like this?
Which one is... Wait, do I not have any other gun-wielding characters up then for... I thought I had more... Oh, it's you too. Just want to make sure. Yeah.
Let me be there.
I see.
Understood. I am here.
Another day, another heroic me!
Oh, damn it. Team. No, just switch out. I feel like I have to replace Rover one way or another, despite my hesitation.
I'll save the day.
Once we've reached the cave's end, we'll enter the domain of Mount Firmament. Proceed with caution.
Curious you'd want me to join you in person.
So it can't hurt me.
Is this the effect of that strange time panel you mentioned?
Time on Mount Firmament used to simply flow slower than in the outside world. Visitors were safe as long as they remained within the temporal barrier. But what we're seeing now is different. The flow of time has gone haywire. This is what we call temporal disruptions. What was once slow and steady has become chaotic and turbulent. Some areas are frozen in time, while others speed up or slow down unpredictably. No one knows how much they'll age after leaving Mount Firmament, but aging from youth to old age may be a blessing compared to the unknown fate that awaits. Leaving Mount Firmament could turn any mortal to dust in just a moment. Such is the power of time within its walls. These poor creatures, trapped in the temporal disruption, are the most pitiful of all. Their bodies and minds have been ravaged by the chaotic time, leaving them in unimaginable suffering. So, it looks like the Fraxidus did manage to capture our Sentinel, leading to the temporal disruptions we are facing now. I had wished that my theories would turn out wrong. As expected, my terminal isn't working. We can't reach Jinshi. The temporal disruption is preventing it from functioning.
Jinshi.
We can't waste a moment. Jinshi's fate isn't the only one at stake. All the inhabitants of Mount Firmament are in danger. We need to hurry to Hongjian, a town nestled at the heart of Mount Firmament. Jinshi would likely pass through there on her search for the Sentinel.
Wind guide me. The temporal disruptions have spared nothing on our way here. Changli, does that mean you're in danger too?
So far, nothing feels out of the ordinary. It seems the Sentinel contained the situation before being fully trapped. But I don't know how long this stability will hold. If I could... What's the matter?
I dreamed of this place.
You dreamed of Hongzhen? It sounds like you did dream of this place.
I dreamt of the Sentinel protecting people here.
What you just described closely aligns with the accounts documented in our Grand Library. Over a century ago, a vast horde of tacit discords invaded Huanglong. Hongzhen suffered greatly during that onslaught. Thankfully, the Sentinel descended, manipulating time to erect a protective barrier, keeping those monsters at bay. Rover, perhaps that dream is more than just a dream. It could be a glimpse into your own past, and a guiding light for the future.
It's a fractious.
Hongzhen is a pivotal location, linking various parts of Mount Firmament. With the Fraxidus now targeting us, they'll seize any opportunity to intercept our path.
They've laid a trap in Hongzhen.
But every trap has its weak points.
What's this?
Someone has used their resonance ability here, but it feels different from the Fraxidus aggression. It's Jinshi. And it seems like she used it in a dire situation. Could it be related to the people of Hongzhen? The traces lead deeper into the heart of Hongzhen. Let's keep moving. Don't let your guard down.
The traces end. Someone fought here against those Fraxidus.
Must be Jinshi. Her trails led to this location. Using her resonance ability too much would only worsen her condition. But she must have had a reason. Was she helping the people of Hongzhen find refuge?
Changli, there are traces here.
They're pointing north. Let's proceed in that direction.
Leave it to me. The traces disappear by the pond.
The vase on the stone table seems rather peculiar.
There's something behind the waterfall.
Let's go take a...
Another photon barrier.
3 photon bursts break. Rover, use ranged attacks.
Me again?
You can count on me.
Let's see if the gains will be worth the effort.
Alright, it's over here. Let's off to.
You two, halt!
Hold on.
Lady Xingyi,
Relax, they're our honored guests. No need to be tense. In a single day, we've greeted both the Magistrate of Jinzhou and her trusted counselor in Hongzhen. I can only assume something significant happened. It's been a while, Changli.
I heard you stepped down from your position and moved to the countryside. And now here we are, meeting again after all this time, in such unfortunate circumstances.
For years, I lived secluded, no longer concerning myself with the matters beyond Hongzhen. But the current situation in Jinzhou is volatile. It has reunited us in an unpredictable moment. And you, young lady, what shall I call you?
Knife girl.
My name is Xinyi. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Please follow me this way. It's not safe to talk here.
Please pardon my rudeness earlier. I didn't know you were here to help Madame Magistrate. And you were just doing your job. Thank you for your understanding. First, the temporal disruption, not the fractiousness. When will you ever get a break? If trouble finds us again, our people won't stand a chance. Anyway, I still want to make it up to you. Please give me a call if you need anything at Mount Firmament. Ah, you there, young lady. I bet you have more important things to do. Don't let an old man like me hold you back. Go ahead and accomplish your tacit purpose. What makes you think so? My eyes may be old and blurry, but my mind is sharp as ever. I lived my whole life in Mount Firmament, but people are all the same no matter where you go. Our actions reveal our true character. And now, at this crucial turning point for Mount Firmament, your arrival, yes, is no mere coincidence. In these troubled times, it may hold the key to bring out much needed change.
I believe you are here for Magistrate Jin Shi. The magistrate left Hongzhen about 15 minutes ago. She should be at the Truth Seeker's Pass now.
The Truth Seeker's Pass?
That's what they call it in Hongzhen. You might know it better as the ruins of a Court of Savante facility.
What's Jin Shi doing there?
Lady Xingyi, please elaborate.
Madam Magistrate, are you...
I'm fine. How's the situation? Have we evacuated all the civilians?
Yes. Remaining civilians have been counted and escorted to safety.
Good. These hidden chambers should provide some much-needed shelter for them to rest a little. Despite being the Sentinel's appointed resonator, I haven't been able to sense its presence for some time now. I can feel my resonance ability waning, and I get my power from the Sentinel. This can only mean one thing. The Sentinel's condition is getting worse. Lady Xingyi, I need to know where the Sentinel was last seen. I can only fix the temporal disruption within a confined radius. It's already pushing my limits to keep this small pocket of space secure. Mount Firmament is in serious trouble, and we can't waste any more time. We need our Sentinel to stabilize the time flow.
The Sentinel was last seen flying towards Mianlung Chamber, where it would normally rest. The Fraxidus likely swarmed it soon after. But little did they know, we had a defense system in place, built with the help of the court of Savante. It was reactivated as soon as our Sentinel made it back inside. This mechanism has allowed us to locate their troops, and we've already eliminated some of them outside the Mianlung Chamber. To get inside Mianlung Chamber, we have to find the cipher key in Truth Seeker's Pass and unseal it with the Keyforge.
Understood. I will go bring back the cipher key.
You are injured. Please, rest and leave it to me.
The Fraxidus will most likely attack this place once I leave. You must stay here and guard it. I implore you, Xingyi. Help me keep our people safe.
Yes, I will, Madam Magistrate.
Before I headed to Mount Firmament, the Fraxidus revealed a prophecy from our Sentinel. A fateful clash between the Sentinel and myself that would shape the fate of our city. I never intended to believe their baseless claims, but I was not surprised to hear it. The Sentinel had told me long ago that there would come a day when I surpass it in power. A day when the humans of Jinzhou take control of their own destiny. Once we save the Sentinel from danger, I intend to have a serious conversation with it about this prophecy.
And then she left.
There's still one thing that doesn't add up. How did the Fraxidus kidnap our Sentinel? The Mianlung Chamber was once renovated by the court of Savante. Do you think their research could be involved somehow?
I'll look into what you said. But once we have the cipher key, the Mianlung Chamber will be left vulnerable to the Fraxidus' potential retaliation.
We must keep them at bay. Rover and I are headed to the Truth Seeker's Pass to meet up with Jingxi. We'll distract the Fraxidus' main forces, giving you an opportunity to stage your ambush.
And the locals will handle the rest. I will send some men to open up the side exit for you. Head south and keep walking a couple of minutes, and you will see the Truth Seeker's Pass downstream.
Thank you, Lady Xingyi. Please, leave it to us.
In this place she was born, and in this place she returns. Our magistrate's fate is bound to Mount Firmament.
Let's go get going. I don't want to keep Shin. I don't want to keep her waiting for too long.
Did Xingyi and Jinxi know each other?
Jinxi was chosen as a baby for her resonance ability and raised in City Hall to become the Sentinel's appointed resonator. All the government workers there helped care for and teach her at some point.
I assume this is the Truth Seeker's Pass Xingyi mentioned.
Yes. This should be another chronosorter. It should work in similar ways with the one we saw near the Luminous Shore. The entrance is built on that cliff, and it's been blocked. We will need to break the 3 photon vaults with ranged attacks first.
What is it, Shenmue?
Nothing. I was wondering, how did the Court of Savante create such an advanced mechanism using the Sentinel's power? Mortals aren't supposed to be able to comprehend it. I've never heard of any human civilization having the ability to manipulate time. Unless the Sentinel willingly taught them. But why? We need to focus on items related to the Court of Savante in Truth Seeker's Pass. Maybe we can find some clues there. Good. Did you see the tacitite fulminate on that cliff? Perhaps we can create an opening in this disk with an explosion.
We're in this together. Think you can catch up?
One of the photon vaults always ends up blocked off. We can't seem to break 3 of them at once. Perhaps we'll need to use the chronosorter. One of the photon vaults always ends up blocked off. We can't seem to break 3 of them at once.
Send the device department to launch yourself into the target direction. The lead device can also be used while you transform into Klangbane. What's a Klangbane?
It's the chronosorter.
you can catch up?
Alright.
Good.
Such an
Did you
idiot
see the tacitite
sometimes.
fulminate on that cliff?
That
Perhaps
fell.
we can create an opening in this disk with an explosion.
I'm such an idiot sometimes. I wish I wasn't so idiotic at times.
Up and away! Think you can catch up?
It worked. The opening fits right onto the middle photon vault.
Rover, now we can hit the 3 photon. The blockade has been lifted. Let's go in.
You should have the payment ready by now.
Cherish every gain.
I want to unlock that, but where is it?
Why are there tacit discords here? No. These monsters... They don't look like the usual tacit discords.
These also look like the works of the Court of Savante. They create these simulated holograms to protect this place.
Swift and resolute. One with the sound.
Target confirmed. Now. Too slow. Stay calm. Stand down.
Leave it to me.
Iron graft you knew.
Target confirmed. Saw that coming. Summer! Strike! Exterminate. All is fair in war.
Swift and resolute. One with the sound. None shall whisper. Checkmate. Leave it to me. One more time.
Target confirmed. Misery follows. All stay calm. The die is cast.
Leave it to me. Transformed.
Swift and resolute. Blast chance. That thing up ahead. Is it another mechanism?
It seems to have unlocked after we got rid of those holograms. The glowing patterns on that gate. It's a flare crest.
Did the court of Savante build this too?
Yes. The flare crests have a complex structure, but they can be deciphered with patience. See how each star represents a flare stone? That mechanism we accidentally solved earlier should be one of them.
That's why the corresponding star has dimmed.
Yes. We still need the other two flare stones to open it. Wait. The blood and scales here. It's Jinshi.
Jinshi was injured?
She is likely teetering on the edge of overclocking now. We are running out of time.
Is there anything of interest?
Decades have passed, but those researchers' presence still lingers in this place.
Title: Spectrum Anomaly Monitoring Report for Subject C001. Entry: Number HC6942. Abstract: The data presented in this report were obtained from the spectrum evaluations performed on Subject C001, as also known as Joy, from June to December. During the preliminary experiment conducted on June 14th, researchers observed a 15-second frequency loss in Subject C001's spectrum. 5 additional tests were later conducted through the following day, and all data obtained reflected the frequency frequently lost were highly consistent. Margin of error averaged below 0.02. The recorded data of the resonance spectrum on the 3rd, 6th, 11th, and 23rd, and the 30th of the subsequent month indicate a gradual lingering of Subject C001's frequency loss. The data exhibits a significant increase with varying patterns. It was postulated that this event occurred due to the presence of Subject C002, also known as the Mian-Long chamber. Subsequent 32 one-factor experiments confirmed a significant correlation between Subject C002 and the duration frequency loss in Subject C001. Notably, Subject C002 exhibited an inhibitory effect on the duration growth of Subject C001. Based on the spectrum monitoring data from Subject C001 from June to December, the following preliminary conclusions can be drawn. Subject 001 bears defect malfunction. Subject C002 can temporarily slow down the escalation of Subject C001's defect but cannot make up for Subject C001's frequently lost. How long is this? Appendix 1. Source Research Memo number C349. With the help of the particular visitor, we are given the opportunity to converse with Subject C001 directly. It was meaningful and mutual conversation, though we didn't get as much information as I hoped for. But at the very least, the conversation proved one point. A previous research was effective, and there was no defect in C001. As per C001's own declaration, one of the temporary programs was lost. And during its prime, C001 had the capability to manipulate time by declaring or even halting it, rewinding it and making corrections as needed. Nonetheless, the correct condition of C001 can be described as one of sickness, with irreversible disruptions to time rendering any attempt at correction or restoration ineffective. Consequently, Mount Firmament has been transformed into an isolated entity amidst the vast oceans of time, despite the initial purpose being one of redemption. Appendix 2. By running through the time flow models, we came up with two hypotheses. Hypothesis 1. C001's defect is congenial, and this defect may have taken place around the period of C001's first arrival at Mount Firmament. It has been confirmed that the defect cannot be reversed. See report HC 7426. Hypothesis 2. The discrepancy in temporal progression between the interior and exterior of the time bubble has been progressively widening. Based on data comparisons, there exists a correlation between the deceleration rate of time flow in Mount Firmament and the growth rate of duration of C001's frequently lost. Expanding on the second hypothesis, if C001 were to eventually cease to exist, the uncontrolled flow of time in Mount Firmament would likely surpass its limitation and impact the border range of its region, such as the entirety of Jinzhou. This might be why the particular visitor offered to work with us in the first place. Appendix number 3. Efforts being made to advance the development of the artificial resonance subject. Although we have not achieved success, we have decided to name it the Chronosorter in honor of our recent project. I know we have our particular visitor to thank for every progress we made so far. If the Chronosorter project is successful, it's a win-win for everyone involved. As I anticipated, they intend to resort and utilize C001's complete power in order to rectify the temporary distortion with the aid of a resonant subject. There is still a significant journey ahead of us. This is merely a starting point.
The Sentinel's situation is worse than we thought. It had already sustained severe injuries when it descended upon Mount Firmament. With one of the temporal programs lost, it no longer had the power to restore time. Instead, it could only stop and rewind it.
So, the Sentinel protected Hongzhen with its power, but it couldn't return things back to normal?
It would seem so. According to their theories, the Sentinel's injury would worsen over time. And if the Sentinel perishes, the temporal disruptions will spiral out of control, engulfing all of Jinzhou. So the Fraxidus just added a pinch of salt to the already gaping wounds on Mount Firmament.
Is there any way to cure the Sentinel?
There's nothing we can do. At least that's what it says in these records. Only the Mianlong Chamber can provide temporary relief for the Sentinel, but it won't heal it completely. In the end, the Sentinel and a peculiar visitor who is immune to time disruptions would have to come up with a last resort.
The Chronosorters.
The Sentinel couldn't be fixed, so they decided to replicate its power onto a resonator through induced resonance. Their experiments resulted in the first Chronosorter, a man-made resonance object.
So it worked.
No. A Chronosorter can only rewind time within a narrow range. It's no match for the Sentinel's immense power.
Jinshi.
We are getting closer and closer to the truth. 2 more flare stones left. Everything aside, first we must find Jinshi.
Collect the bell first.
Dragging me out of my lab for this. You better have a good reason. Let's see if the gains will be worth the effort.
Leave it to me. One with the sound. None shall whisper.
Target confirmed. Saw that coming. Caught you. Strike. Exterminate. All is fair in war. Summer.
Leave it to me.
Swift and resolute.
Yippee!
Leave it to me.
Target confirmed. Stay calm. The die is cast. Target confirmed. Stand down.
Oh, that's a clang bang. Little cubes.
This should come in handy.
another chrono sorter. The second flare stone should be behind this gate. Let's restore the collapsed gate with this chrono sorter.
You're the cutie here, dear. There's nothing important here, is there? Doesn't look like it.
I trust you can use it to the full.
Treasure. Interact the mechanic to start the Echo Challenge. Klingbane and transform into Klingbane. Transfer into Klingbane and use the leap device to launch yourself at the ice walls to break it through it. Transfer into Klingbane, jump and launch a plunging attack to break through ice caps.
Look at that device on the floating slab. It could help us open the path to other places. Shall we give it a try? So it turned you into a Klangbang. Please use the leap device to eject yourself and crash through that ice wall. Another chrono sorter. Let's give it a try.
Still, another pathway, it seems.
The stone slates have formed a path. Now we can bring the tacitite fulminate across the water.
It's time. It's time.
Somehow overshot it. Great.
It's time.
There we go. I should have not missed it the first few
May
times.
allow us to reach that photon vault.
All is fair in war.
Hold on. My game froze. Oh dear. Apparently my game crashed. I have no idea what caused that. Hold on while I just boot up real quick again. Sorry, I generally don't know why it suddenly crashed. seriously hope it's saved somewhere because I don't want to do all that again.
Misery follows. Stay calm.
Swift and resolute. One is the sound. You will obey.
You think my internet is doing well so far, dear?
I'll save the day. Oh, what's that?
One last flare stone.
We've reached the carrier lift. Remnants of the past.
Do I need to... Yeah, probably need to go down, don't I? Let's go up first.
Something above the carrier lift seems stuck.
I guess not then. Let's go down. Oh boy, another lengthy one. Recent memoriam. As a 930th experiment in another failure, we could help but reminisce about initial experiment when we complete our first Chronos sorter prototype. 903 experiments. That's a lot, honestly. However, we are always aware that it was a crude replica of C001's power, but calculations showed the Chronos sorters could only function within a specific distance and would become useless once removed from this region's time barrier. Although they may still work at the luminous shore. Despite this, I clung to hope. The concept of a secondary resonance was more than just a theory to me. It was my life's work. It was terrifying to think it could be a mere fantasy. Research Memorandum C545. The 931st Chronos sorter, like its predecessors, was destroyed by intense resonance shock, but was successfully sorted time for a brief 1.29 seconds, making it valuable sacrifice. I was right. My belief in its secondary resonance theory has been confirmed. When two entities resonate at high intensity, the weaker one can exert much greater resonance power than its original capacity. The only issue is how the chronosaurs we've been making are too fragile for this task. I need a more powerful resonator, but the task's risk is too great. No one can withstand the resonance shock of 001 without enduring catastrophic overclocking. Note, I must speak to our visitor. Aside telling C001 something, I am convinced there is a connection between what they did and the brief success of Chronostar number 931. Yes, I've seen with my own eyes. C001 must have transmitted some sort of unknown energy to Chronostar numbers 931, just when I deemed the experiment a failure.
Is that so?
What does it say?
So this file confirms that the chronosorters are artificial resonance objects. They activate when hit with a strong impact to create the corresponding resonance effects. And this also answers my previous question. The chronosorters rewind time through resonating with the Sentinel.
That sounds really powerful.
No, it was nowhere near enough. The chronosorters shut down once they are removed from the Sentinel's range, or the abnormal time flow on Mount Firmament. Plus, as artificial resonance objects, their capacity is limited.
Did I miss
According to
it?
the Court of Savante researchers,
That bell?
there was a hypothesis that could potentially make them more powerful. The second resonance awakening hypothesis.
I had not noticed that bell when I entered this room.
Which states the collision between two resonating frequencies might cause a second resonance awakening.
A destined fight between Genji and the Sentinel.
Yes. That fight has to happen to trigger a second resonance awakening for Genji, so she may exert even stronger resonance abilities, ones that allow her to restore the flow of time.
Did the Court of Savante's research succeed?
Countless chronosorters were made to collide with the Sentinel's frequencies, but they were no match. All the machines turned to dust.
Without exceptions?
One chronosorter briefly showed the power to restore time before breaking apart. This proved that a second awakening can indeed improve resonance ability. The research log mentioned that all chronosorters were working in an overdrive mode. It's similar to how human resonators experience overclocking, they wrote.
What is overclocking?
Overclocking happens when a resonator overexerts their ability. And this researcher who wrote this suggests that it might be the key to triggering a second awakening.
It doesn't sound like a good thing.
No, it's not. Exhausting oneself will only result in destruction. In addition, I noticed another detail in these records. The chronosorters required manual control, while the Sentinel Jue appeared to be under someone else's command. In the only incident of success, just as the chronosorter was about to break down, that peculiar visitor gave an order to the Sentinel. And the Sentinel successfully transferred some kind of energy to the chronosorter thanks to that order.
Overclocking.
Rover, do you have an idea?
Actually, I want to try. What if I swap out him with her? I want to try a new character this time around, actually.
Make this quick. I have experiments underway.
Huh?
I shall be the vessel of your...
I see my way clear.
I shall be the vessel of your wishes.
I'm gonna try her out this time around. I want to see what she has to offer.
Faster than a rabbit.
Jinchi.
You.
Don't worry. Rover is special. The temporal disruption can't hurt her.
But Changli, you're...
I gave my word to be your pawn, and I intend to keep it. As your teacher and courtier, it is only right for me to do so. And let's not forget, without me playing the Wayfinder for Rover, we wouldn't even have her here. Rover has a strong connection to this place. You need her help to resolve Mount Firmament's crisis.
But we already owe Rover a lot.
I don't mind helping you again.
Thank you, Rover. Thank you. Rover, I will do everything I can to rescue the Sentinel as soon as possible. And we can finally talk to it in person. It will surely have the answers you want.
Let's cut to the chase. What did you find in Truthseeker's past, Jinchi?
According to the Court of Savante's records, the Sentinel was already injured upon its arrival at Mount Firmament. As time passed and its condition worsened, the flow of time became unstable here, causing temporal disruptions that could potentially threaten Jinzhou. Only the Sentinel's appointed resonator can restore its temporal mandate. Their records indicate a solution. To reverse the rapid aging effect from temporal disruptions, I must deliberately collide with the Sentinel's resonance power during combat, triggering my second resonance awakening. That will enhance my power beyond its limits.
Let's say you can achieve all that, but Jinshi, do you understand what is at stake for yourself?
I understand. I share a resonance connection with Jue, but I never took the time to truly get to know it. I've been blind to its suffering for so long. Sentinel Jue has been guiding us since the city's founding with its wise words and well-crafted decisions. The temporal disruptions we face are just a side effect of its efforts to protect local people. Without the Sentinel blocking out tacit discords through its time manipulation power, Jinzhou would be a barren wasteland today.
So what do you plan to do, Jinshi? If the Sentinel's condition is indeed incurable, nobody knows how far the temporal disruptions will continue to spread. Today it's Mount Firmament, but tomorrow it could be all of Jinzhou.
I will. If it truly comes down to that, I'll fulfill Jue's prophecy myself. It's the only way to save Mount Firmament, protect Jinzhou, and help the Sentinel.
Have you thought about the consequences, Jinshi? Trying to trigger a second awakening by fighting the Sentinel, it could make you overclock at any moment. We both know what that means. You could lose your mind forever, or even disintegrate into dust. You don't want to end up like those chronosorters, shredded under immense pressure. On top of that, do you honestly believe you can fight in your current condition? I can see right through your facade, Jinshi. You're essentially committing suicide at this point.
You're one to talk, my teacher. I learned from the best. When have you ever backed down from risking your life for what you believe in?
Oh? I don't remember ever teaching you that. We all die eventually, but we need to stay alive as long as we can to achieve more. Jinshi, you must live and inherit the Sentinel's power. Then you can save and protect these people for years to come.
Chengli,
Jinshi, I don't intend to stop you. I know you've made up your mind. That's why I brought Rover here. You may have already guessed it. Rover is indeed the hero who fought by our Sentinel's side during Jinzhou's early days. She's also the mysterious visitor spoken of in tales about Mount Firmament. All evidence we've gathered points to this being true. If anyone can help us with the situation at Mount Firmament, it must be Rover.
I'm strong. It won't hurt to help.
Thank you, my teacher. Jingxi will keep your words in mind.
Lastly, we still don't know for sure how the Fraxidus is keeping our Sentinel trapped. This will determine if you can actually meet it face to face.
Maybe they manipulated the Sentinel's weakness.
Yes, it could be any of these scenarios. Lady Xingyi is already on the case. We should get an answer soon. The cipher key should be inside the stone chamber, behind its entrance gate. There is one more flare stone to work out. Let's get moving.
Faster than a rabbit.
Look, our last target. On those floating floor tiles. We need a way to restore them.
It's not working. We may need to follow a specific order.
And I do not know said order.
Let's get moving. Let's get moving. Let's get moving.
The show begins.
Yeah, that's right. I think.
It worked. The court of Savante. set many traps here. They must have worked hard. Protect me on Long Chamber.
It's a trap! Watch out!
The source chaos of the luminance construct form a protective barrier that reduces all incoming damage when active. The luminescence core is exposed after each attack, and when it's mobilized, attack the luminous scale at this time to deal damage to it effectively.
Take form.
Mind's eye.
Strike is one. All light shine through. Take form. Sacred light.
Together we vanquish.
Take form.
Swift and resolute. No hesitation. One with the sun. I'm done with all 3 flare stones.
Good. Let's head back to the entrance. We should be able to access the cipher key now.
And up we go, yay!
cipher key.
We've reached the carrier lift.
Seems a bit suspicious.
Rover, take good care of the cipher key. I'm leaving the rest to you and Jinji.
Where are you going? What about you?
Please don't forget, I am your wayfinder. I journeyed with you into the mountains to ensure you meet up with Jinshi. From this point onward, I will be counting on you both to go and confront the Sentinel. This is all I can do for you. I'm here to guide, not intervene. The path is yours to choose. Not to mention, the Fraxidus has been pestering us non-stop. You'll need someone to keep them at bay.
The Freshidus are here for me.
Yes, they've been constantly watching you, interested in your every move. They can never seem to take their eyes off of you. By all means, please carry on without me. As for myself, I have a more fitting location to make my contributions from. Oh, speak of the devils. How rude. This is not how we greet people here. Allow me to demonstrate the proper etiquette.
Changli.
Those artificers are nothing to worry about. Don't worry. Changli has her plans. I don't believe we will run into more ambushes on the way.
Okay, I think I'm going to take a break from here. I'm starting to feel a bit exhausted myself. Not to mention my tailbone is beginning to hurt a bit. Anyways, I hope you liked the stream today. I know it was particularly late for it, but still, I hope you enjoyed it at least. And thanks for stopping by. And with